Hello yogis, and welcome to your practice for digestion. During this lockdown, I feel that we have been eating in abundance, and it's inevitable to sometimes eat more than we should or when we're hungry. And when that occurs, we often create a sense of inflammation or bloating in our bodies, and then it makes us feel yucky. And on top of that, whenever we suppress certain emotions or certain experiences in our life, it also shows up in our inability to digest foods and eliminate toxins in an efficient manner. So this practice is going to help all of that. Let's get started. Coming into a child's pose, you're going to stretch your arms forward with your forehead down. Let your belly be soft. Let your shoulders be relaxed. And if you're holding on to any thoughts or attachments or expectations, I want you to drop all of that. Getting deeper into the breath. Start to feel that slight restriction to the back of your throat, moving into an ujjayi breath. Hearing that oceanic sound coming from your internal system. Spread your fingers wide and then come up into a tabletop. Knees are underneath your hips and your hands are underneath your shoulders. Draw your right shoulder to your right bum cheek, contracting that right side, and then come back to center and switch it. Left shoulder, left bum cheek. And then I want you to round your spine, draw your chin to your chest, and then round your weight in a horizontal manner. So you're drawing big circles with your entire body, moving in a way that allows space to be opened up in between your rib cage, in between your muscles. Start to roll out the head, getting that included. Waking that cervical spine, your thoracic spine, and your lumbar spine. Then draw your hips forward. Keep your spine rounded, chin to chest, and bump your weight to your hands. And then come back into a tabletop. Lift your chest up, draw your shoulders back, and drop the belly. Good, neutralize the spine. You're gonna come into a plank. One isometric hold, belly to spine, heels to the back of the mat, crown of your head forward. So I want you to stimulate your limbs, your hands, your legs, and then stimulate your belly as well. So pull the belly in as much as you can, contract it, and hold, while still breathing in a fluid manner. One more breath. Lower the knees and lower the chest completely. Keep your hands where they are. Keep your toenails to the floor. You're gonna lift your chest up, baby cobra. Draw your elbows to your ribs. And then try not to force your upper body to come higher, but use your breath to massage your belly as you slightly rise and as you slightly fall. Lower down, finger pads outside of your mat. Separate your feet. Inhale, peel your chest up. Exhale, lower down. Two more. Breathe in, peel up. Breathe out and lower. Make sure those baby toes are grounded. Last time, retract the shoulders and soften the body. Hands under shoulders, legs together. You're gonna come into a child's pose with your knees touching. Your arms slide back and your forehead grounds. And breathe in, I am. And breathe out, cleansing. Letting the intention behind this practice be about shifting energy, shifting anything that is feeling stuck, and creating a sense of release. Hands beside your head, come to a tabletop. Curl over your toes and come to a downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels. Keep your heels where they are. Walk your hands towards your feet, passive forward fold. Bend your knees, relax your belly onto your thighs. Drop your head and see if you can interlace your fingers and place them lightly on your head, elbows towards your forehead. Keeping that massage-like aspect to your stomach. Maybe bend your knees even more. Relax your arms, slowly roll yourself up. Starting with standing when relieving. So you're going to come to a standing position and you're going to contract your core and lift up your right leg. Interlock your fingers and catch your leg. Keeping your shoulders over your hips and your hips over that left heel. Option to stay here or option to catch that foot, extend it forward and fold over that leg. Only move into a place that feels good, never forced. Redraw that knee and then bring it down to the ground. Shake out the hips. Switch the legs. Round that right foot, pull that left knee to your heart. Using your arm strength to allow that left knee to lift a little higher. While you're doing this, can you keep a relaxed face? Option to stay or option to come to hand to toe, folding over that shin, keeping it bent, knowing that your body isn't fully awakened yet, and just appreciating where it is today. Bend that knee, gracefully step it down. Good, inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Land your hands onto your thighs. Look down at your toes, make sure you can see them. Place your right hand behind your back, your left hand to your outer thigh. Gentle twist. Embrace the breath. Come back to center. And then twist the opposite way. Finding length on the inhales. Twisting on the exhales. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, fold, let it go. Shake your hips side to side. walk your hands forward. Walk your feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, round your spine. Come forward to plank. Exhale, lower your knees. Lower your chest all the way down. Baby Cobra, lift your knees, lift your heart. Exhale, let it go. Press into your hands, come to puppy pose. Letting your ribs separate from your belly. This is my favorite pose whenever you feel anxious, whenever you feel like you have a lack of energy, or when you feel bloated and kind of icky. This one gives you energy. It gives you confidence. It gives you ease. Come back to tabletop. Move into downward dog. Left leg goes high. Stack your hips. Draw your right heel down. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Step it towards the floor. Right knee comes down. Hands onto your left thigh. Making space in your lower belly. Inhale, straighten your leg, fold. Exhale, lunge. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. Walk your hands inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out, spin your toes away, and let the inside line of your foot open off the ground. Come down to your right forearm and push that left inner thigh away from you. Nourishing breaths here. One more. Hands to ground, foot to ground. Curl over your toes and step back to plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, slide through. Downward dog, bring it back. One inhale. One exhale. Right leg goes high, inhale. Exhale to your nose. Foot to the mat, left knee comes down. Come up slowly. Good, deepening the lunge into that right knee. Lots of sighs out of your mouth, expelling old air. Inhale, straighten your right leg, flex the foot. Exhale, lunge. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. Hands inside of your right foot. Slide that right foot out. Turn the inside line of your feet up. Left forearm down. Resist that right thigh. Begin twisting your gaze upwards. Good, really opening up the belly in this twist. One more breath. Then bring your hands down. Ground that foot. Step it back into plank. Breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Take an in breath. Take an out breath. Big toes come together. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Empty your breath. Hop. Rise halfway. And fold. Chin to chest. Roll yourself all the way up. Retract the shoulders. Good. Your left foot stays forward. Hands on hips, little bend. Step your right leg back. Your front heel intersects the middle of your foot, and with your hands on your hips, you're gonna bump them back. Then reach that left arm forward and bring that left hand down. With the right hand behind your head. Pulling that right elbow back. Opening up your heart. Can you bump your pelvis to me? Contract your core. Hand on hip, return to stand. Both hands on hips. Turn your toes the opposing way. Bump your hips to the left. Reach forward and tap down. Opening up space along your hip line, along your side abdominals. Opening space in your organs. Lean back, chest pulls back, squeeze the bum cheek. Hold it. Good, and then contract the core. Left hand on hip, rise up. Both hands on hips. Turn your toes the opposite way. Bend into your left knee, hands down, plank. Breathe in. Try to run back. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. And out. Left leg goes high. Bend that knee. Stay here. Draw your right heel down. Good, you're gonna bring your left knee behind your left wrist, moving into pigeon. Send that right leg further back. Your choice is to stay here, or your choice is to catch your foot. For this, you can bind. I personally like straight arm as you kick that foot back, because it draws your upper body back, not just on one side, but on both sides. But you can choose your variation. One more breath. Now let go of that leg and bring that right knee to your left foot. You're gonna lean back onto your forearms, and if it feels okay, you're gonna come back onto your shoulders. Arms can come overhead. Close your eyes. Big, vibrant breath. In and out through your nose. Nourishing your entire being. One more inhale. One more exhale. Send your left leg long. You're going to slide your right leg up towards the ceiling. Roll up that ankle. And then you're going to come into wind relieving. So lengthen your sacrum down and snuggle your right knee towards your chest. Flex your left foot. Use your arm strength so your shoulder blades should be glued to the floor. And then embrace the inhales with more length. And embrace the exhales with more depth. Good, half happy baby. Grab the outside of your right foot with your right hand. Keeping your left bum cheek down, your left hamstring down, make sure it doesn't rise. One more breath. Good. Now you're going to slide that right foot over to the left, spinal twist. Right arm comes overhead. Your right hip should be directly over your left hip. And then you're looking over your right shoulder. Close your eyes. This posture is so, so good if you are feeling bloated or with indigestion. I highly suggest doing this in your bed right when you wake up and right before you go to bed. It really helps digestion, the process of elimination, and just getting rid of old energy. Good, slide that right leg nice and long. Wiggle your bum back to center. Take one big long stretch, arms overhead. Puff out the chest. Good, and then contract your core, bring your knees to your chest. Rock forward and back until you're on your sit bones, and then come into downward dog. I'm just gonna switch sides. Good, and then when you are ready, send your opposite leg up, your right leg. Bend that knee, stack your hips. Draw that left heel down. Big inhale. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist for pigeon. Proud, proud chest. Shoulders come back. Maybe you catch that foot and bind, pushing that foot away, using that strength of your leg to pull your shoulders back as you stay in the midline of your body. One more breath. Good. And then release the foot. Draw the knee towards your right foot. And then shimmy your upper body down to the floor. Noticing any restrictions and coming back up if there are some. Otherwise, making yourself comfortable and resting your eyes. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, cleansing. Letting that be your mantra whenever you feel like you're stuck inside. Removing all of that heaviness so that you can feel lighter. We've all been there. Especially those who really like to late night snack, like myself. I definitely do those spinal twists right after. You're going to straighten that right leg, slow motion. And you're going to let that left leg come up, slow motion. Roll out the ankle. Feels so good. And then pull that knee towards your heart, interlock. Flex that right foot, make it active. Engage in that yogic breath. And then you can either stay here or come into half happy baby. Be mindful that that left heel is directly over that knee. And your right hamstring stays as close as possible to that earth. Face is relaxed. Good, and then move that left leg to the opposite side, spinal twist. Oh yeah. Keep that left shoulder grounded. Notice if your breath feels stuck. It just means that you need this shape a little more. And just knowing that when you do this shape before or after bed,
It's important to do it more than 3 minutes. When we are in a posture for longer than 3 minutes, our muscle fibers open up and they stay open for a longer duration of time. When you're in it for a shorter period of time, they open up but then they go back to their original spot. So gaining flexibility by just chilling in these shapes, super effective. One more breath. Slide your left leg long. Bump to the middle. Big long stretch. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Draw your heels together. Supine butterfly. Right hand onto your belly, left hand onto your heart. Notice your natural breath transferring from your heart to your belly. And just knowing that the deeper you breathe, the more you detoxify. The more you drink water, the more you detoxify. And the more you move, the more you cleanse. Option to stay as you are, or option to extend your arms and legs into final Shavasana. Just making yourself really comfortable. Remaining still is so imperative to digestion. It's when we are in that rest and digest stage is when we actually eliminate from our body. So if you feel like you have some kind of energy stuck, can you integrate a little more stillness? You're letting everything shift by the simplicity of those deep breaths. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, cleansed. One more, inhale through your nose, I am. Exhale through your mouth, cleansed. May you choose to leave at your own time. And when you do, may you feel lighter and at ease from within. Making your sankalpa, your intention, I am cleansing. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this aid to digestion. Knowing that we all have these moments when things get stuck. And if you want to see any other type of vinyasa for a specific ailment, then please leave it in the comments below so I can assist you to feeling really, really good. I can't wait to see you next time.